Kids, please play Doki Doki. Play Doki Doki. You need to play Doki Doki Literature. You should play Doki Doki Literature Club. I know it looks kind of weeby, but it gets really fucked up after a while. It put me in a minor depression, but it was worth it. Play Doki Doki Literature Club already, you late shit. Fuck. I knew about this game way before your weebs fake ass son of a Christian channel. But you know what? I'm curious about this game, so I will play it. Thank you very much, and not because you're complaining about it. Let's play Doki Doki Literature Club. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh, so it's gonna be like one of those cute games that then turn really evil. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. Great. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Maybe I'm being a little too skeptic here right off the bat. With the amount of praise this game is getting, it must be good. It must be good. The art looks great, and it's a free game too. Did it just say Team Santo? Oh, I was not ready for this. Oh, I am lightly bobbing my head to this. You groove, you lose, and I lost. Oh, okay. Let's begin a new Let's Play. It's gonna be a daily series. It's been a while. Sashi booty this. Someone please kill me. If anyone would like to come in and pop one in the back while I play this, that would be great. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'll never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Wow, what a dick move. People used to do that when I was a kid. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time! I'm not keeping that voice up. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Beauty Pie. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. You're not that hot, I'm sorry, Sayori. Yeah. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. I hate this character already. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the street, become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, PTP, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. What a life to live it. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. This bitch is telling me how to socialize. Excuse me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Oh, she's way over heads to us. Damn. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'd try a little?
Okay, I guess I'll promise you that. Just
Yay!
why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. We're in school, everybody. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's not how school works, okay? It's never over before you know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I caught you coming out of the classroom, but I thought you were just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me, isn't it? I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me. Her voice is so dumb. For me, it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you knew.
You know what?
Well, that you can come to me, club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there's no way I'm going to your club.
Mini?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. That sounds really boring. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Give me, please!
Why do you care so much anyway?
Really? I kind of told you club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Well, she made... Yeah, you have to go now. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let along sigh. Fine. I stopped by for a cupcake, okay?
Yay! Let's go!
And thus today marks the day I sold my souls for a cupcake. What? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me new member. Eh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. See, this is why I don't do reading games. Jesus Christ. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori is always nice. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh my god, what voice?
Serious?
Seriously, you brought a boy? I'll get it eventually. Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, pizza pet. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Wow, which one is your wife? The younger sister, the older sister, or perhaps the girl next door type? Leave a comment now.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry, Natsuki.
What?
The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets meaty.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Pizzy Pay. Oh, wow. Tits out. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica, is that really a Japanese name? I never heard it. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, nice rack. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit in, Pizzy Pay. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get up. Sorry, I get a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuyi and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuyi grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Maybe this club isn't so bad after all. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Eee!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. Oh my god, that is so cute! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh my god, that is so cute!
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Hehe. Well, you know. Just hurry
up and take one. I mean, oh, fine. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything.
Oh. I thought technically you did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you, you dumb me.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Where's the literature in this club, okay? So far, it's just girls and sweets. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Fair enough, I guess. I guess, well, Jesus.
Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not it.
Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. What the hell is happening here? Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's a great reason as any. Oh, sorry. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of debate club last year?
So you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs.
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Minike, you're really great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. What a great time! Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, PewDiePie, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looked like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you off for a loop? Foreshadowing, everybody. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Foreshadowing again. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. This is so strange. What is happening? What am I doing?
Never mind.
That's right. Usually like to create a pet. Usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give it back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your beans. Everything you do is just as good as you are.
Yuri shittles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averted her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's babes.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Pizza Pay? Monika smiles warmly at you once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what is that? Now that we're back to the original topics of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. How can you say no to 4 anime waifus? 1, maybe. 2, hell no. 3, I'd rather burn in hell. 4, you just can't. But I'm sorry, I thought.
PCP.
You are. Oh, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club, everybody. Yay! One by one, the girls' eyes lit up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Oh, hey. You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came here for cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Yay! Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Pizza Pie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat at Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Pizza Pie, since we're already here, do you want to work in together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Well, will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'll make sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Wait, I actually have to write a poem? What? Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. What? Okay, so I'm gonna go with wait, there was Natsuki, Sayori, and Yuri. I think Yuri is my bae. So, Extraordinary Death Marshmallow. So she liked horrors, right? That's what I picked up on. So, let's go with death. And she liked fantasy, horror. Oh, she liked that one. Okay. Adventure, maybe? Oh, she liked adventure. Love? Oh my god, I'm picking all the wrong. Agonizing. Okay. She really likes all the bad stuff. Sadness. What? Kitty is definitely... pure. Ah, fuck. This is hard, man. Anger. Oh, of course that's her. Uncanny, yes. Frightening, yes. Easy. Breathe was her. Nice. Graveyard is her as well. Melancholy is her. Fantasies. What? Captive. Inferno. Fear. What? Oh, I don't know who we impressed here, actually. Hi again, Pizzy Pie. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. I took a quick break. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Pizzy Pie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what.
Hoping to get some ass, boy. Hell yeah, I'll join any literature club. But
if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for everyone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, Senga, Badinga. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Deep Witches! Pizzy Pie always gives it best as long as she's having fun. It helps me when busy working for me asking. And I can't clean my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Whoa! Hey, Kim! You and Pizza Cat become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Oh, best girl, Yuri! It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Oh, best girl! And we could, you know, read it together. Discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Maybe Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Obviously, that's the right thing to do right now. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clips, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. To be fair, you must have extremely high IQ, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, dude.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in first place if this is the literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to the creative mind.
What is this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her talking deliberately. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
It can.
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. You invited all my friends. Good thinking. Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Monica. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki make the best cupcakes.
That works
perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative sense.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm angry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. No, you don't like her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. That's too close. Ah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fought out of my chair.
Sorry, send me my thing. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school really have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for enemies, no? You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Yeah, every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's a secret.
I know it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Yeah?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Ah!
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten out. Oh, that's a good move. That's a good move. Man, you really need to brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get rid.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste staining your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain. Ooh. That's in the titty region.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want you to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that.
Hey, you mean?
And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I'll start to button her blazer from the button. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Hey, don't say that. You'll make me feel weird and stupid about it.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
You be careful. The bunny might come.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Oh. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs are getting bigger again.
Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffed. This is really strange for me to read. I hope you realize that.
It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then he won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that that's like a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do these things like this. And you take better care of me than anyone else would anyway.
So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up this morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
But it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Thank God, someone else. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems, the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Pizza Pie, can't wait to read this.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. I'm really curious about this poem thing. Sayori is on wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I kind of want Sayori's poem first. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh, it's who I share it with.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, PDP!
Yeah?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe this way. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Yeah? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a pretty poem. And that makes it a little extra special. Like I can feel your spirit in me.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. She clearly wants to fuck.
I'm really happy that you wrote it. It just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, PTP. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her at all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub to the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Oh, Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean.
I don't think it was that bad. Oh, because she said I want breakfast.
I still try my best.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made exit out!
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun.
Monica's
the best.
Oh, yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, so let's go Yuri next. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that he might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad, huh? No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri it might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice what you were saying. Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's okay. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was beautiful. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you so long to read. Ah, well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Oh, Yuri means ghost in Japanese. Actually, the story... Or is it Yume? No, I don't know. Now I'm confused. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Pizzipe. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, we got two more. We'll end with Monica, I think. Oh god.
Well, it's about what I experienced from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Bah. Well, anyway, I need to show you mine. Not like you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can speak,
Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What in the world?
Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like it's set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. I like her poem. Why am I reading poems in a video game and I'm genuinely entertained by it?
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from you, the youngest one here, did you?
I guess not. You didn't expect that from me. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, we have Monica left. Hi, Pizza Pie. Having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow and until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Pizza Pie. We're all a little embarrassed, you know? But it's sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into this too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? I wish we had clubs in our schools. It seems so great. Maybe it's just glorified, obviously. Well, we'll see where it goes. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, each to our own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Hahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claimed to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside it for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. and he, on the other side, was looking in. It was a glory hole. I like that. That was cute. So, what do you think? It's very freedom, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my opponents can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My hands land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Because they're the complete opposites. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute?
Did you completely miss the symbolism or something?
It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. That you elected. And Putzipai did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestion of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Pizza liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Pizza Pie appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
Cat fight! No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh!
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as PewDiePie started showing up.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you! I do like fighting again.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Pizza Pie? She's just trying to make me look bad.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poem all concluded for no reason? That the meaning should jump out of that reader, not for them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, PGP.
Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feeling and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Pizza Pie? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori?
Yeah?
Everyone is fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
PGP.
Well, that's her problem.
This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's been.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me?
Are you
listening to yourself? This is exactly why exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because they're just different. Natsuki's beams. They're amazing because they give so many feelings in just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in my head. Everybody's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because,
well,
also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's babes are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with bewilderedness expression. What did I just say? I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes up. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's like, I can't blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. She's such a genuine person, really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was lots of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Pizza Pie, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Ready to work him?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that thing happen often?
No. It's really the first time I see them fight like this. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
You know, PTP? It's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is making me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Sigh. It looked like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop here? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. I have to write another poem. Let's do that in the next episode. Really enjoying this game. It's really well done. I'm really and you know a plot twist is coming, but I'm just enjoying it for what it is right now, surprisingly. I hope you enjoyed as well. If you did, I really appreciate leaving a like, sharing this, watching this, and then seeing you tomorrow in another episode. Squad fam, out.